Today, something quite unusual is happening in the world of cryptocurrencies. For a long time, oil has been the mainstay of the world's economies and currencies, but it looks like things are about to change. There are reports that Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund has started selling off a huge $10 billion worth of its oil reserves. Instead of putting the money into traditional assets like US dollars or gold, the fund is putting it into XRP, Ripple's own cryptocurrency. This isn't a normal move. It could transform the way value is held and moved across borders. A whale wallet, which is an unidentified but large XRP holder, is at the center of this news. They recently got a huge $2 billion in USDC stablecoins. Blockchain tracking shows that this wallet is quickly changing those stablecoins into XRP, which means that it is in an aggressive accumulating phase. People think this wallet is related to institutional players in the Middle East, maybe even directly to the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund or groups that are connected to it. This isn't simply a guess. The on-chain evidence is obvious as day, and the timing couldn't be better. Why would Saudi Arabia switch from oil to XRP? The answer is in the patterns of the world economy. The time when oil was king is coming to an end as the globe advances toward renewable energy and decarbonization. Countries that export oil need to quickly spread out their investments and protect their wealth from changes in the market and political risk. XRP is a great option since it has very quick transaction speeds, cheap costs, and is becoming more popular with businesses. It is being marketed as a new type of digital reserve asset, a cryptocurrency that can be used for actual things and can be used to settle transactions across borders. The financial effects of this shift are huge. XRP's price charts are starting to look like those of Ethereum's famous bull run in 2017, and technical patterns suggest that a big breakthrough is about to happen. These curves that look like parabolas hint that XRP's price might really. The fact that Saudi Arabia is involved just makes this rally stronger. If so much money comes in, XRP's market valuation might rise into the trillions of dollars, making it a serious competitor to traditional financial assets in terms of size and importance. This news hints at something much bigger than just price speculation, the possible emergence of a new digital petrodollar. The petrodollar system, which pegged oil sales around the world to the US dollar, helped keep the dollar strong for decades. If Saudi Arabia starts using XRP to buy and sell oil, it may be the start of a new era of global reserve currencies based on blockchain technology. As cryptocurrencies progress from being a niche investment to being part of the mainstream financial system, this would be a huge change in the balance of power in the world. The fact that the US Federal Reserve hasn't said anything is also telling. Even though this is a big step, the Fed hasn't said anything, which some people see as a sign of support or even concealed collaboration. Ripple has been working behind the scenes with central banks and regulatory organizations all across the world to build blockchain-based financial infrastructure for a long time. Saudi Arabia's move could be a hint that global financial leaders are working together to make blockchain and digital currency the basis for future economic stability. Whale activity in the XRP ecosystem, on the other hand, is going through the roof. Analysts who keep an eye on wallet movements have seen hundreds of millions of XRP tokens taken off exchanges and put into private, cold storage. This classic accumulation behavior usually happens before a price rise, which means that big investors are getting ready for big profits. The transfer of 2 billion USDC to XRP in a single whale wallet fits with this story and shows that big players are not only optimistic, but also getting ready for the next wave of adoption and price growth. You need to know that XRP's value goes beyond just speculation. XRP's underlying ledger is very quick, settling transactions in seconds instead of the 10 minutes it takes Bitcoin to do so. This kind of efficiency is very important for big financial transactions, remittances, and real-world uses like tokenizing assets or running payment networks across borders. The fact that a country like Saudi Arabia is moving toward XRP shows that these benefits are being recognized in the real world. The possible effects are huge for investors, governments, and the whole financial system. If XRP becomes the most popular asset for oil-backed reserves and international payments, demand might skyrocket, pushing prices to levels that were once believed impossible. More importantly, it would show that blockchain technology is an important part of the global economy. If this happens, it will probably make other oil-producing countries and sovereign wealth funds want to do the same thing. This would create a domino effect that makes XRP's function in the market even more legitimate. Even if there is a lot of enthusiasm, you should be careful. On-chain statistics and whale activity are good indicators, but the crypto market is still fragile and affected by the world economy. Regulatory environments are always changing, and geopolitical conflicts can have an unpredictable effect on asset movements. Investors and viewers must be aware, properly manage risk, and steer away from speculative extremes. The narrative of XRP is far from done, though. Ripple is working with more and more financial institutions on projects including asset tokenization, DeFi infrastructure, and central bank digital currencies. The Saudi investment is only the beginning of institutional acceptance. XRP will gain greatly from the growth of blockchain technology, not just as a digital currency, but also as a basic financial tool. This could be the moment that XRP investors have been waiting for. A perfect storm of new technology, institutional support, and changes in the economy as a whole. For those who are doubtful, it's a chance to see how blockchains promise to bring about actual economic change. It's like being in the front row of a show about the future of money for everyone. In conclusion, Saudi Arabia's transfer of $10 billion into XRP marks a new era for cryptocurrency use. It could be the start of a worldwide reserve system supported by cryptocurrency. XRP is ready to change the digital economy because technical indicators show explosive growth. Whale accumulation shows strategic confidence, and geopolitical considerations are pushing the move away from oil dependence. This isn't just about the pricing, it's a story about how global finance has changed over time and how blockchain will shape the future. I'd want to know what you think. Do you think XRP might take the place of the petrodollar? With Saudi support, how high do you believe the price can go? Leave your guesses in the comments section below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your crypto community, and subscribe to get the newest news about crypto and blockchain trends. Thanks for watching. We'll keep you updated on this remarkable story. Warning: this video is meant for educational and informational reasons. It is not advice on money. Before you make any investing decisions, please do your own research and talk to a financial professional.